more about friends. Country been down so long, it's a must I win. Hold my place like cast iron, won't break, won't bend. Stuck them racks in a all black Camudo bag. Louis V, Drake, Dover starch, Bowman pants. Used to rock them camo.
Welcome to episode 22 of the First Rounders, Overreactions, Hot Takes, and Rants. This your boy, B. Willingham, a.k.a. Sergeant Gutter.
What's up, everybody? This is King Leon, a.k.a. Ronaldo Leon. Rex and Effects is here tonight. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? This is your boy, Young Clifton, a.k.a. The Real Reggie, a.k.a. Dreams and Nightmares, but mostly nightmares because that's exactly what this football season has been for your boy so far. Nothing but nightmares. Nothing but nightmares.
Hurtful. What's going on, good listeners? This is your boy Specialist Rivers, a.k.a. the guy that was next to Reggie talking about them Falcons when the Eagles was getting in that ass. Let's go!
Yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get it. How y'all boys feeling today, man?
Great.
Feeling good, man. Feeling great, man. How about you?
They're trying to get by this hump day.
That's right.
Wagon Wednesdays, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, man, Wednesdays are dope, man. Wednesdays are comic book day. Wednesdays the hump day. You get over that hump. And, Wednesdays, what up? You know what I'm saying? So it's good. Wednesdays is a good day, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this Wednesday is definitely a very good one for your boy since I'm not going to work tomorrow the rest of the week. So
this guy.
Never. He'll never be at work, man. He was in Huntsville for like a week. He wasn't. It's okay.
This guy.
This man don't know the difference between a weekend and a weekend, man. What are we doing?
Went too fast.
You ain't got no job, Tommy. You ain't got no job.
Yeah. Young Tommy out here.
It's R.I.P. to Tommy.
Oh, yeah. So always, man.
Like always, we got us another crazy show today, man. Let's go and talk about this college football that's happened this past weekend, week 3 of these college football highlights. First off, I would say that Florida they played really good against Bama.
Dog skaters.
Even though they lost, I mean, Florida might be better than we think they are, and don't know if Bama got exposed or not.
Bruh, since I am the native local Gator fan since I've been looking at college football. The Gators I am very happy that the Gators did not get smoked by Alabama. It looked kind of rough in the first half, but they came back and they did what they're supposed to do. But when they scored that touchdown to get them to 29-31, they should have went for a goal line, power strong, put all the tight ends in, put all the fullbacks in, and ran it right up the middle, man. They did that option read, hold the ball in the breadbasket until
for like 5 seconds.
Somebody, hey, bruh, man, come on. This is when you put all the heavyweights in, put some blocking on them boys, and just go right up the middle, man. Like, come on, we right there with Alabama, dog. We right there with Alabama. Ain't no team been right there with Alabama for the last couple of years, dog, because they've been putting that thing on everybody. It don't matter if it's out of conference or in conference. They've been putting that thing on everybody. So when you get close with Alabama, you got to go ahead and put that thing on them boys, man. So that was the only thing I was mad about with that game. But, they played a good game, and it's a good eye-opener for the rest of the SEC conference, and we're going to see what's happening. But, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, real talk, man. Real talk. Alabama is being Alabama. And I'm still riding on that Bryce Young Heisman vote. I'll keep going with it. I ain't gonna jump off the train yet. So, let's keep it going. and roll tide with them. Even though I'm not even a Alabama fan like that, I'm just a connoisseur of good football, and that's
so
what
you're
they're doing
not
right now.
so you're not a Bama fan since 2008.
I haven't been a Bama fan. Period. It's always be fun. It's always fun just to see them pop up everywhere, man. But
I just
you
like
gotta
throwing
love
shade.
them.
I just like throwing shade at people who like Bama fans since 2008. I'm like, oh damn, y'all was
Yeah.
damn Bama
They came
fans.
out of nowhere.
Exactly. What were y'all
They
at
can't even
back
tell
when?
you. Hey, y'all. They can't even tell you who Tyrone Prothero is.
Oh, I got another down. Brody Croyle. They don't know who Brody Croyle is.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, that's all you gotta do is throw that on there, like, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just it's the same kind of for some UGA fans out there. They kind of butt hurt because they didn't get in.
Yeah.
So they kind of get a little weary on the side and rip the team. But I understand that too. But you got some folks that are like you said, jumping on that bandwagon since 2008. I'm just enjoying what these boys are doing this year.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
all the other years in the past, cool. They was some really good ones too. But this year they actually, to me, for a person that don't really take even attention to Alabama, like my attention has not even been like sparked with them. For some reason this year they sparked my attention. Like, okay, now I'm paying attention to y'all. So I don't know why, I'm just gonna catch y'all games and see what's going on. So they did something with it.
Like I said, man, like I told y'all before we recorded this bad boy, I just want to just say, make this a part of, document this for history's purposes, because this is probably the absolute most I'm going to give credit to the Florida football program and to Dan Mullen in general. But again, game recognized game. Dan Mullen's a hell of a coach. He might be a goofball of epic proportions, but the man is an absolute hell of a coach. That dude knows how to make adjustments. He knows how to get his team ready for big games. Like you said, there's really nobody in conference who's played Alabama as close as they have, except for the Florida Gators. He just knows how to, even though he hasn't defeated Saban yet, he still has he still knows how to get the team ready. Just knows how to make adjustments. So X's and O's. There are probably very few coaches in college that I could put above Mullen, and I think if he wasn't such a bad recruiter, or at least a mediocre recruiter, because Florida, let's just keep it real, Florida was able to, stay close because they actually have been recruiting at like a fringe top 10 level. So Florida has talent. I'm not going to get on here and say that Florida, was doing it because, they're acting like the sisters of the poor. They have some talent, but if Dan Mullen was just a little bit better and able to take advantage of the current situation as is, he should be having top 5 classes every year. But and that's really what was the the difference always when you play Alabama. You play a team that's been recruiting in the top 3 for the past 7 seasons. You're going to get, you're going to just be a few playmakers short when it comes to some things, and you just have the thinnest of margins. And again, like Treve said, man, that call on the 2-point conversion is just more baffling because you just don't have that type of margin. You can't. You really can't. Just you can't mess around. I'm saying that you can't mess around when you're playing. Against a team like Alabama. Alabama won't beat themselves. You got to take it from them.
Yeah,
and when
that's true.
That's the thing about it. When you take it from them, you can't let your foot off the gas, man. You definitely got to pedal to the metal all game. It looked rough at the very beginning, but again, when Florida found something in their option, they found something in the option game, and clearly caught Bama lacking for the majority of that second half. So, like I said, man, the SEC, I think, is going to be a little bit more interesting than they were initially thought. I think that not just with Bama, you could also say this with Ohio State. You could definitely say this with Clemson. You could definitely say this with Oklahoma. But I think the Giants that we thought were going to be the favorites to make the college football playoff no longer look like they're unbeatable. Again, Zerk's Xerxes bled this past weekend. That's really the main thing that I took away. If y'all could get that reference, then I'll mess with you. Then I'll definitely mess with you. But King Xerxes bled, and there's really nobody who you could really say is the runaway favorite to really, make the college football playoff and win the thing. Because I think since this is the hot take episode, I'm gonna give y'all this one hot take. I think this is the year in which the ACC probably won't make the college football playoff this year.
Yeah, I agree, and that's actually I was going to mention that about the ACC right now.
Okay,
ACC is like it's a shit show right now for real.
It really is.
I really think that UNC might be the best team in the ACC. I mean, but I don't like
UNC is getting it together. That's what I'm thinking, man. I think especially on their side of the bracket. The coastal, I think UNC is probably, at least when it's all said and done, they're probably going to be far and away the best team on that side of the bracket. Again, what is Clemson's offense, guys? That's the main thing that's really got me. Clemson literally has no offense.
But their defense is good, but their offense
is on a milk carton. That's where it's at.
Yeah,
it's on a milk carton. It's missing. Somebody go find it. Somebody kidnapped it, like something's gone. Like it's boring, man. Clemson not really showing off the way they're supposed to. But
I think one of the things Ronaldo that I can't say that I've noticed is that they really miss having a mobile threat at quarterback. If y'all could just look at the times in which Clemson's offense really got busy, they got busy because they had guys like Taj Boyd. They had even Kelly Bryant. Deshaun Watson, of course, and even Trevor Lawrence. We don't think about Trevor Lawrence's legs when we, think about, his skills as a quarterback. But he did a lot of running and a lot of, zone. He did a lot of zone runs, throughout his tenure at Clemson. That's what really, opened things up for him, opened things up for Travis Etienne and the receivers. Man, they had a true running. They've had true running threats at quarterback that really opened up their offense. And this year, DJU, he's a stone. He's a statue.
Yeah.
And I really didn't expect, they would actually fall this far behind. I was telling y'all that, I didn't think that the transition between him and Trevor would be as smooth as folks thought. I was really surprised that it's actually been this bumpy though. I didn't see this. I
think he'll be fine. I see probably like I think around the end of the season, I think he's gonna get real good. But like I said, who knows? Like I said, I know Trevor Lawrence, when he started playing, he didn't play too well like the first couple of games or so. Then they just got better.
Trevor was actually kind of.
Yeah,
I'm
just saying, like he started off kind of sluggish. Like I said, at the end,
he was a Trevor at the end, but he was struggling like DJ, like DJ, Uyunglele now. DJ Uyunglele, it's like, and the thing is, we saw him, do good in that Notre Dame game last year. It's like,
yeah,
I know you didn't forget how to play football, man.
He ain't got no competition. He just like this going out this playing. He's gonna be the starter because he ain't got no one to push him or compete with him. So
that's where he messed up.
That's what I think.
Yeah, that quarterback depth is bad for him. Yeah, I think he actually won something there, B.
Yeah,
that quarterback depth isn't good.
But I think what's gonna have to happen is Jimbo. No, did I say Jim? I mean Dabo. Man, I don't know why I'm talking about that. We'll talk about Jimbo later, but Dabo, I think he's gonna have to do something. Maybe he's gonna have he's gonna bench him like in the first quarter or something, just so he can see if he gets it. Cause that's what they had to do with Spencer Rattler. That's what Lincoln Riley had to do with Spencer Rattler last year, and look what happened with him. So,
but Spencer Rattler's a shithead though, man. That's why he got to get benched.
He is. He was like that in QB1 on Netflix. He was like that. So
yeah, like I said, man. Like you said, B. He probably just needs to get a few few more games in. But the thing is, even with that, I don't know if y'all saw, man, I think one of their running backs, I think one of their better running backs, Jay Dixon, just entered the transfer portal. So you're running. I think that's the thing about it, though. The best friends for a quarterback is his run game. And they just have not been a good running team this year.
Nope.
They haven't ran the ball. They haven't been able to throw the ball like that. They, again, outside of the South Carolina State game, Clemson has only scored 17 points against P5 opponents. 17, guys.
That's not good.
It's
not going to get it done. That's not going to get it done. And like I said, unless
especially
they're
trying to get into that. Yeah.
And the thing is, but since nobody else in the ACC, especially on this side of the conference, isn't taking advantage of it, it's going to be like an easy cakewalk until they probably play someone like a North Carolina. It's actually, getting better right now. And it's like, yeah, this is, again, so folks that just need to find it quickly. I mean, they're still winning, but again, Georgia Tech, without their starting quarterback, played you real tough. And
their backup quarterback actually played really good.
Yeah, Jordan Yates. Yeah, I like Jordan Yates.
That dude is nice.
Jordan Yates is pretty. Yeah, Jordan Yates is. And again, it was only a real good play by their linebacker that on the 2-point conversion that really, prevented them from getting closer. Just like in the Florida game, man. But I think it was a good call at the moment. But the Clemson linebacker just played a better play. And that's what happens when you have elite talent. You've been winning. And you're used to winning.
I'm serious.
Yeah, you know how to win those games because you expected to. You know how to. Yep. You have a culture of we expect to win these type of games, no matter the situations that we're put in. That's what happens. But again, just speaking of just finding ways to win the situation. I just got to give, we've been giving this guy a hard time, but I have to give a shout out to Scott Frost, who actually called a pretty good game against Oklahoma.
Like I said,
that was a really good call game right there.
I was hoping Nebraska would have won that game too. But.
Yeah, and even with the Big 12, man, things are wide open.
Yeah,
like I said, even with Texas lost last week, Texas still is in that conference. They're still in that conference race. They haven't played any Big 12 games yet, so they're still right there. And do you really think Oklahoma can actually? Will they really be that big of a favorite over them if they played right now? I don't think so, guys.
It's another team. It's another team in the Big 12 that might be kind of a sleeper, but I talked about that later on. So, but I want to give a shout out also to the Fighting James Franklins with the state win over Auburn. But since we talk about Penn State, man,
Quakers.
Whatever happened to Christian Hackenberg?
Oh man.
If you don't, Brandon, if you brought up the name and you don't know, then none of us know, and none of the listeners damn well don't know who you're talking about, bro. Come on.
I'm pretty sure like one person who's probably like a Penn State fan, but just because they from up there, so But
that's just a question that we need to know.
Hey, Ronaldo was up there, so he might know. Might know about him.
Yeah, I know he had him a pretty good experience up there. I talked to him about that later on too. So
yeah, man. Shout out to Penn State for real. There was a lot of Penn State alums out there.
Yeah.
So Christian Hackenberg, man. What the world? Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Right back.
And also Fresno State with the upset over Oregon. And the real Reggie, you was right about Fresno State, man.
That was UCLA. It was UCLA, I think, man. But yeah, that was another one. Yeah.
And I want to paraphrase this too, man. Fresno State ain't no garden tool.
Well,
That what you said, right? I just paraphrased it. Ain't no garden tool.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I said,
No
man.
garden tool, you
shut up.
say.
Yes.
I see how you keeping the
All right.
the O's out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Listeners, in case y'all ain't
Hey.
know, we are open for business.
Yes, we
We
are.
are open, we are
Oh,
open
yeah.
for business. Anybody wants
yeah.
to sponsor your boys,
Yeah.
man? We are open for business.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Jesse working at Felmart. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, because they already got the goddamn trees out and shit. Man,
That's a pinhead right there, for real.
As always.
Yes.
As always,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
But
man.
yeah, man. Yeah, Fresno, man. Like I said, that coach.
That's a good, yeah.
Watch out. Watch out for him, man. Like I said, I think he's definitely going to get a chance at a big time job sooner rather than later if he wants one.
And Oregon ain't no cakewalk either. I think Oregon's pretty. I think
Yeah,
Oregon's
You
good.
see what Oregon doing. You see how
Yeah.
they moving on the last game. So
This
Shoot.
might
that
be
was a good
again,
little-
this might be like you said, man. Again, even though UCLA did get upset by them, I think UCLA still has a lot to play for. I really think this might be the year that we actually see either a Pac-12 team or B. That's another hot take for y'all. This is setting up for Cincinnati to finally be the first G5 program to get to the college football playoff.
Wow.
That's a win.
Cincinnati.
If that happens, they'll be looking for a new coach next year. I'm just saying. They'll be looking for a new coach next year.
Hey,
Definitely.
I think that's probably the best thing about them going to the Big 12 in a couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
Fickle can at least say, that the program that I'm at is going to soon have a chance, to eat at the big boys' table. And that's
Yes,
always
indeed.
been the thing about why
Yeah.
these G5 programs have never, gotten in, because nobody respects, nobody respects anything that the G5 does, even though a couple of years ago, you could argue that the American Athletic Conference, the same conference that, Cincinnati and Memphis was in, you could argue that they were better than like the ACC just a couple of seasons ago.
Oh, yeah.
You can make a good argument about that. So,
Yeah.
but because
Yeah.
because they don't have the prestige of the Big Ten, the ACC, SEC, Pac-12, and the Big 12, they get left out. But again, Cincinnati had already started the top 10. They're number 8 now, I believe.
Yeah,
Nobody in front of them is really setting the world on fire. This is just an instance where, again, just win, baby.
I like that. Yeah.
Al Davis go, just win. And
Yeah.
especially, with them, they played Indiana, even though they messed around a couple of, for a lot of the game. Speaking of Indiana, man, I'm so disappointed because I really thought Indiana was going to be a dark horse, man. But Michael Penix is turning into the turnover machine of turnover machines, man. That was one of the reasons why I really thought they were going to, do something this year. But looks like it's going to have to be Iowa. That's going to be, that dark horse in the Big Ten.
Yeah, unfortunately, it probably is.
Yeah, I'm saying,
Hey man, look out for Iowa, man. Iowa got those well-oiled tight ends and those well-oiled linemen. They're gonna be looking professional out there.
You're gonna get you a couple of first rounders. Well, shout out to our podcast. But you're gonna get some first rounders, like some offensive linemen and some centers. So
the tight ends
and some tight ends. So.
Hey, the first rounders on Facebook, first rounders on Twitter, and we on Instagram. Let's go.
Instagram, yes indeed.
Make sure y'all follow everybody. Make sure y'all follow.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also I can't forget about I'm still kind of shocked about this, about Mike Norvell still got a job, man. I really thought we was gonna get like a breaking news like the night after Sunday, Sunday morning. I was thinking we were gonna get the Mike Norvell has been fired, but I still ain't heard anything else. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Florida State, man. So, but I'm pretty sure.
Hey, you know what they be doing at the game when they do the chop, like the Braves.
Yeah,
Them boys getting chopped, son. That boy getting chopped soon and very soon.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy, he going to see the king, and it ain't gonna be Jesus.
Yeah, man. Now, they probably, to be honest with you, they probably waiting for the right move to make before they announce everything. Like they gotta have the backup, the coach that they want in hand. I'm hearing rumblings that it could be a certain prime time, maybe.
I was just about to say they gotta see what prime time is looking like.
I'm tell you, honestly, God, I'm telling you right now, prime time ain't gonna be prime time. I can guarantee y'all.
Oh no. Prime time need to stay where he at.
I can guarantee you it ain't prime time.
He's doing
good at Jackson State.
He's doing great times. He's doing great things for Jackson State and the HBCUs, bro.
Period.
He's doing great things. He need to stay where he at, man.
Facts.
He needs to stay where he at. He's bringing in money. He on Aflac with Nick Saban. He on an Aflac commercial with Nick Saban. He got Under Armour contract. When they played that first game with FAMU, they got off the plane with suits, with jackets on, suit coat jackets on.
Michael Strahan
donated. Michael Strahan donated the suit, bruh. He need to keep doing what he doing, man, for the HBCUs, man. He don't need to go nowhere else, bruh. He is doing great for the HBCUs, man. And I hope he stays there and don't get the big head and go somewhere else, man. He needs to stay right there, bro.
I think that kind of do make
he probably likes to. He probably don't need to. Yeah,
it's crazy because
he just stays. Like I said, he needs to definitely, stay outside of the fact that what he's doing and exposure that he's bringing. He's opening up Jackson State to a whole new segment of college football fans, which is great.
Definitely.
At the same time, like I said, we just want to keep it funky or whatever. Everything that he's doing right now at Jackson State hardly isn't enough to prove that you could like do this at a big time P5 program. But like Tree said, I love exactly what he's doing. Probably needs to stay where he's at, because again, it's working for Jacksonville State. Might not work. Jackson State. Jacksonville State. Good God. I'm still mad.
It's all right, man.
Y'all go.
Jacksonville State, the boys that got that FSU act. But anyway.
But since we're on the subject though, I just got one thing just to say about all of this. This is actually not just going to be about Florida State. I'm also going to bring in the University of Miami in this too, because I think it's a much bigger macro discussion that we need to have.
Everybody listen up.
And the fact is, I think I've already said enough about why FSU is in the position that it's in the last episode. So I'm not going to say too much about the situation behind the scenes and get into the coaches as much as I would actually like to get. I'll just talk to the players for just one moment, man. This is what I got for the players, guys. I know that a lot of y'all have seen you've lost numerous position coaches, you've lost coordinators. You've been through 3 head coaches in the past 4 seasons. That is absolutely you cannot build stability at all if you're trying to, have a program that's actually wants to compete at a national championship level. You ain't gonna have no stability. You're not going to, be able to build anything because you don't have coaches who are able to actually, establish and plant roots in the program. If you constantly, cycling coaches, not even after 2 seasons. Taggart had 21 games. And it wasn't just the on-field product that got Taggart fired at FSU. The fact that he didn't know how to get his ship together behind the scenes is the reason why he ultimately was let go at FSU, because the school just said that what he was doing was just not sustainable. You just can't do what he was doing and actually expect, to not only build a good product on the field, but actually get recruits to buy in and actually get the talent to actually, get you out of the situation. Because that's the main thing about it, though. The talent is going to be the main thing that's going to get you out of the situation ultimately. Because I swear to you guys, I don't think I've seen any other school this year or like in the past few seasons. FSU is the only damn school that I know whose receivers can't make a damn play. How is it that a school that gave us, Ron Dugans, Bernius Coles, that gave us Peter Warwick, how can you not find a receiver who can make a one-on-one play? Anquan Bolden, exactly. You can, heck, man, I would throw Javon Walker in there. How can you not find anybody who can make a play for you? Guys, Wake Forest's DBs were playing man on them all game. Wake Forest's DBs were playing man on them all game. That should not happen when you play at Florida State University. You play at Florida State University, you should be the absolute best at what you do. Not only should you be the absolute best, you should want to be the best at what you do. There are too many people who came before you who are, dogs and made that program what it is, to just have these current players just come in and just act like I said, man, they're just been a softness that's been permeating through the program. And you can't and it didn't just start with Mike Norvell. It didn't just start with Mike Norvell, it didn't just start with Willie Taggart. It was going all the way back to when Jimbo started losing control of the program. But ever since then, there's just been this entitlement, no accountability. Nobody wants to step in somebody's face and say, yo, this is not the way you should be doing it. This is not the way a Florida State player should be represented at school. This is not how you should represent yourself. Like I said, that you were recruited there because you were the best at what you do. Now, some of these guys, like I said in the last episode, because there's so much instability at the coaching positions, and that you have a new wrinkle now called the early signing period, in which your top recruits actually sign in December versus signing in February. So when the coach usually gets fired in the early part of December, he has literally like 2 weeks just to salvage a recruiting class. And because of that, you're not going to get the caliber of players, that you normally get if the previous coaching staff is still there and they have those relationships. So you're going to have kids decommitting. You have to scramble to find some bodies. And that's pretty much been FSU's plight since they fired Taggart. And because Mike came in during the COVID year, his first full recruiting class, you might as well call it transition class, because he didn't have time to recruit them. He couldn't go on the road to actually put eyes on the players that they ultimately brought into the class. Guys, there were people in that last recruiting class who's never visited the campus. You can't sustain that way. So a lot of these guys might not be that talented, but you have to find a way to actually get yourself to actually, have some sort of pride about yourself and say, you know what? I'm not letting the man in front of me push my shit in. I'm not letting Wake Forest bully me on the field. I'm not letting Jacksonville State actually show me how to play the game of football.
Reg, hey man, you talking about them boys ain't seen Tennessee Street? Them boys ain't even been on Tennessee Street in Tallahassee, man.
Nah, my brother. Nah, man, none of it. That's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy. It's crazy that I'm actually saying.
This is the main street, right?
Yeah, Therese, it's crazy.
Tennessee Street is the main street in Tallahassee, bro. Other than Capitol Circle.
Like bro, they haven't been on I-10. They have not been on I-10. Yeah. They have not. They have signed people in that last recruiting class who have not been in the area.
I-10 goes straight through Tallahassee.
Yes,
straight through.
Exactly. So again, it just screws up your roster, for the short and the long term, and that's the reason. That's really the main reason why we haven't heard about Mike get fired yet. Now I say all this because again, I'm not absolving Mike of any responsibility, because again, Mike and his staff has done a shit job of getting these kids ready for games. Let's not get that twisted. This is an entirely shit job that they've been doing so far, but at the same time, let's just keep it real. It's when you have a program that's been on the decline as bad as they've been, and who's really just been in the mired in mediocrity and just playing bad football for as long as it's not just one thing. It's not just the coaching. It's not just the bad talent. It's not just your veteran players not buying in and acting like they're still the shit, even though they haven't done anything throughout their careers. It's the fact that all of it combined. Guess what, guys? 2 + 2 = 4, but so does 1 + 1 + 1 + 1. And 3 + 1. Like I said, it's more than one. It's more than one. It's definitely more than one. Problems. That equals the results that we're seeing right now. And the reason I talked about this about Miami, you could say the same thing about Miami too. Miami has again just fallen by the wayside. They had somebody else. Yeah, Michigan State coming to their house. They came to their house, ate their dinner, kissed their wives, spanked their kids, and kicked their dogs. They should really be on 3 right now too. But somehow the last second kick against App State made them actually salvage their season so far. But it's just really crazy, because I was just talking about this not too long ago with my LB, Dr. Old Ass Demetrius, man. It's just, we grew up knowing that Miami and Florida State were facing the national championship when they played. And now both teams are probably going to be playing at 9 a.m. on ESPN, the Ocho, come November. It's just crazy times, man. Like I said, that just there ain't no other way, man. Just have some pride about yourselves. And if you don't want to, and if it's too much, to play in the fishbowl program like Florida State, take off your helmet, take off your jersey, hang it up in your locker, get the hell on now, and don't let the door hit you. Because, like I said, this is not the way. This is not the way that a P5 program should be operated. This is not the way that P5 players should be playing. Y'all gotta look in the mirror. Y'all gotta look in the mirror and just say, that you're gonna accept this shit.
You wanna know what's crazy about that, about Florida State and Miami? They was put into 2 different divisions, and they was thinking they were gonna be playing each other for the ACC championship every year. I don't even think they even played. I don't even think Miami made it to. Miami ever made it to the ACC championship one year?
Once.
Okay.
And they lost to Clemson like 58-3.
Oh, I think that was like a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember. I think I remember that.
I think back when they debuted the turnover chain.
Oh, yeah. That was when Mark Rick was coaching, I think.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy. You would have thought they would have at least played each other one time. They haven't played each other yet in the ACC championship game. So.
Yeah, that was definitely extremely short-sighted on their part, man. To talk about, they thought they were going to have like I said, that's one thing that I wish they would do, to actually fix the current alignment of the conference, or just get rid of the divisions, period. But that's another topic for another episode. So yeah, guys, that's just my thoughts on that, man. Like I said, that's just some things need to shake, man. And like I said, bro, Mike, and the bad thing is they're not even at rock bottom. They still got to play Syracuse and especially UMass.
Man, they got to beat UMass. I'm sorry.
Bro, like I said,
they have to beat UMass.
Bro, all bets are off if they don't win that game. All bets are off.
Bro, if they don't beat UMass, if you saying Florida State got to beat UMass?
Yes.
If Florida State don't beat UMass, y'all don't want to see the Gators at the end of the season, bro.
Yeah, and UMass is in that bottom. The bottom top is UMass is in the bottom top 10. So
UMass is arguably the worst Division I program in America.
I think UConn is.
UConn probably.
I think UConn is. Yeah.
UConn is now, but like the past few seasons, it's been UMass waving that flag. So yeah, bruh. Like I said, I honestly think that again, Mike needs to look at his staff and look at who's getting it done and who's not. I think he's going to have people on the staff going to be let go before they finally put the axe to the head man. Because again, you have to look at stability, and you need to get a good class in to actually make something shake. But again, just all bets are off if they lose the UMass. That's all I just gotta say, guys. Just don't do that. Just don't do that. He said, don't put yourself in that situation. You already did when you unnecessarily lost Jacksonville State. And I'm definitely gonna harp on that because that's one thing you're gonna have to carry throughout your entire coaching career. Even if you do get it turned around, it's gonna be on your record that you lost to Jacksonville State.
Yeah. That's crazy. All right. So
all I gotta say is where's Ronaldo?
Oh, we're gonna get with him. We're gonna get with him later on. But yeah.
That's a tease, y'all. That's a tease.
Yeah. Yep.
It is.
And I guess before I suppose we just got these well, we can go on and start on the next topic, which is who's getting the dub this weekend college football for our week 4 games. I didn't have this on here, but I'm gonna just put it on here now. Louisville plays Florida State this weekend. Who do you think will win that game? Who you got on, Reggie? You think Florida State or Louisville?
Bro, that's it, bro. I got the Fighting Scott Satterfields until Florida State proves they don't want to play competent football. And that's one thing I would definitely say about this, man. Like I said, not to keep harping on this, listeners, but I definitely got to say this because it looks like, again, the FSU staff look like they gambled and they might have rolled snake eyes bringing them Kizzy Milton. I'm sorry, the kid's a good story. I'm glad he's able, to walk after pretty much it was a consensus around the medical community that he wasn't going to play. He wasn't going to walk again, much less play college football ever again. He defied the odds, good for him, but this just isn't a team good enough, and I don't think he has found it yet to say that he's the best option going forward at quarterback, man. I don't. That's one of the reasons why you need to keep this recruiting class together. And one of the things that, at least I can say Miami has. Miami at least has Derek King, but Derek King, we're seeing he might not be the same after that ACL injury he had last year. But they need to find a quarterback and bring some stability to the program, period. Getting a quarterback is half the battle. And when you're not confident in anybody that you have on your roster, that completely hamstring what you can and will do. And like I said, you're not playing. And that's really the main thing. The offense has just been an absolute, it has been dumpster juice so far this season outside of the Notre Dame game. Again, why are you trying to put the hands in your quarterback's hands when you actually show that you have a good running game? What's going on?
Yeah, I agree.
Like I said, just get it together. Because like I said, you might think you have job security, but like I said, man, just fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Excuse the language, man. I just go back to the wisdom of my elders. This is my grandma said, man. It comes from when I wanted to hover my hand over a turned on eye as a kid. My grandma said, don't do that because you know that eye is hot, it's on. But I still want to put my hand over that eye and just hover just to see exactly how hot it was. My grandma caught me and said, you know what? Fuck around and find out.
Yep, I agree on that too.
Hey,
like I said,
you know what grandmas do. You know how grandmas do it, man.
The wisdom of the elders, Ronaldo.
They're gonna tell you, man. They're gonna tell you. If your grandma don't tell you to turn the light off when it's thunderstorming or it's raining and turn off the TVs, then your grandma ain't doing it right. That's all I'm gonna say.
So ain't.
That's how we did it.
Yeah, but I say that because again, Mike Norvell is officially in that mode. he's an F around to find out mode. I'm like, you hovering your hand closer and closer to the eye, and if you lose the UMass, you've officially put your hand on that hot eye, and you're about to see exactly what's good.
Yeah. All right, let's continue with these picks. I got number 12 Notre Dame, number 12 Notre Dame versus number 18 Wisconsin. I got Wisconsin over Notre Dame. Like I said, Notre Dame is overrated. I'm just saying, plain and simple, they just overrated to me. So.
Go Fighting Irish. That's what I got. God damn it,
this guy.
Offensive line university, man.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, give me badges, no honey.
Yes. And before, I'm just trying to think of that. Who was that quarterback for Notre Dame? That was where he's like a announcer now for Fox Sports. Brady Quinn. Yeah. That guy.
I would have never thought about that. I would have never thought about Brady Quinn.
Oh, that's messed up,
he
bro.
He was a beast in NCAA. Was it 2007 or 2008? One of them years when he had some when he had Justin Marges, the wide receiver.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He's a world beater.
All right, man. My next game is number 7 Texas A&M versus number 16 Arkansas, or I like to call Arkansas. And I think they are playing actually at the house that Jerry built, AT&T Stadium. I got
Wally World.
Yep. I got Arkansas over Texas A&M.
I'm gonna take Texas, man. I don't know. I think Texas A&M might get a little something popping.
I hope not.
I hope not either, but still give me A&M, man. I think they have. Yeah, they're just further along in that. They're further along, in their. They got the horses to make the plays that Arkansas can't make now. I think it's going to be a pretty good game, but I still think in the end, even with the backup quarterback, they have too much on defense for Arkansas.
Gotcha. About you, Tarif?
Hey, man, go Aggies, go, man. Texas A&M, brother.
And I got
That's all I got.
Okay. And I got my upset pick. I got Oklahoma State over number 25 Kansas State because Mike Gundy, he's a man. He's 40. Well, now he's probably about 50 now. So, but
yeah, he's 40 20 years ago.
But yeah, but folks never really talk about Mike Gundy. Mike Gundy is an underrated head coach. I mean, to me, I think he's a real good coach to me, but no one really talks about him. Probably because he can't really beat Oklahoma like that, but I think he's a good coach.
There you go.
I mean, he turned Brandon Reed into a star. Yeah, and when he had on what's name Justin Blackman on the team, but
yeah, man, I thought Blackman was gonna be something, y'all.
That substance abuse, man. Yeah,
that's it.
That's what killed him. Cause that dude was a beast.
So, yeah, got down there in Duval and got with the wrong crowd.
Yeah, yes. Exactly what happened.
Yes, those Duval guys. I'm just playing Tarif.
Shout out to Duval, goddammit.
Yes. All right, the next subject is highlights from the second week of the NFL. But first off, how y'all doing fantasy football this week?
Man, don't be asking that shit, Brandon, man. You already know.
Well, Rivers and Ronaldo, how y'all do?
Boo and who? That's all I got to tell you about that, brother.
I mean, yeah, it's another L, I believe. So it's not good. I don't like being behind too. You know what I'm saying? I'm a losing streak of 2. So I got to really build my game back up, man. It's just I'm losing players that doesn't want to hold himself off. It's folks just being injured, and I am being kind of heavy-handed with some of my players that I'm picking, but it's cool. I'll rebound. I'm gonna make this win happen this week though, for sure.
But here's the thing: it's just the beginning of the season.
Exactly.
I know when I played, like I said, this is like fantasy. This is basketball. When I was doing fantasy basketball, I always start off 0-2, 0-3. I ended up winning like the rest of the games, and even like I win the championship.
Bruh, hold on, man. 0-2 and 0-3. Bro, it's like 83 games in a month. Man, come on, dog. It's 83 games in a season.
We do it like
the week or so. Ain't nothing.
Yeah.
0-2 ain't nothing. That's like baseball. You got 182 games, bro. Oh, we 0-3. Bro, you got 182 games in the season, bro. You got. You'll be fine.
Well, all I'm gonna say is I'm getting into general manager mode. I got to get my boys right up because I believe me and Reggie are going against each other. So it's gonna be a big deal right here, man. You know, it's gonna be like some bragging rights for the next episode.
Game of the week.
I think so. It could. It might be.
Rich,
might want to say it could be game of the week.
Don't let them come on the podcast and talk that craziness, man. Hey, man, you'll see him. Hey, see him in the streets, bro. See him in the streets.
Hey, man, I'm down bad right now, man. I'm down running back in the flex player, so I just got to figure it out.
I was about to say, it seems like I'm favored in the matchup, man, but who knows? Who knows?
We're gonna let that show throughout the whole week until the final time you can put the team together. So I'm not gonna show nothing until Sunday. Thursday. I got a guy playing, so I'm ready to go ahead and get somebody going now.
Y'all got a bet?
We can if you want to, my guy.
What do you want me to put a San Francisco 49ers bet on the next show if I lose?
Hey, I like that. And I put on the
What he gotta do though? What he gotta do?
I put a Falcon shirt on or Falcon hat.
Man, you gotta put a Falcon shirt on. Not only that, man, he has to find the one, you know, that says that's the ATL F all y'all Jordan.
Hey, you know, I'm down for that. I have Matt Ryan in my background. I had the whole little setup, man. I'll be ATL, you know, I'll be Falcon up if I lose.
Oh yes.
Looks like we got something going on here then. Stay tuned for next week.
There we go, man. Another tease for y'all, man.
Yes, indeed. Yep.
Find out who gets what next week.
But yeah, for the highlights, I don't think I'll just really call for this week for a couple of things. Philly, they thought they were the truth after beating the Falcons last week, and then the 49ers went up there and just gave them that L.
Life comes at you fast, Philly fans.
Very, very fast, and very, very fast.
Yeah, so y'all thought y'all had something. Yep. Y'all beat the worst team in the league.
Oh yeah.
Y'all had something.
And I almost thought that the Lions was gonna beat the Packers. I was gonna say, man, if that would have happened, Aaron would have been probably benched like for the next game.
Aaron. Aaron. Oh boy.
Yeah. Y'all, since we're on this, man, can we take Aaron's phone or just take away his mic privileges or something, man? Cause dude's sounding real crazy right now.
No, ever since he went to the temple that Dr. Strange went to, man. I don't know, dog. Hold on. So
you said ever since he went to Kamatash, he just
man. This cat became a whole different type of player. His hair long, he's looking weird. Like, what's going on, man? Like, he's playing, but then again, he's just looking kind of, you know, zenned out. Like, all right, dude. Like, this ain't the time to be zenned out right now.
my man talking about folks who don't know me trying to speak on my name. I'm like, dude, you play with Jermichael Finley though, man. Jermichael Finley telling people the truth about you, man. He's saying that, nigga, you a terrible teammate.
Oh, come on, man. He's discrediting people that knows about the game. Like, come on, man. You can't get mad at people. He can't get mad at he's taking that.
People who played with you. That's the bad thing about it, though. This man played with you, man. So if anybody knows, he was in your locker room. You threw this man touchdowns.
Exactly.
This man knows you.
Exactly. I will. Okay, so I will say this though. My highlights from the NFL games, I got two things. Old ass Tom Brady is fucking good still. Excuse my language, but he's still good. Like at 40 something years old, that makes no sense at all.
That's the best way to describe it,
whatsoever.
Ronaldo. Like I said, it's not just good. Sometimes you have to, say some things to emphasize just
Dog,
how much the thing really is, man. Yes, Tom Brady is fucking good, y'all. It's just
dog,
true.
dog. The stats that these numbers that all the sports shows are talking about how he's about to throw more touchdowns in his 40s than he did in his 20s. I'm like, man, what in the world's going on? Like, this is crazy talk right here. So that's one thing. Like, he's still, and that was a crazy game. And I know Reggie, that game was kind of I don't know what it was really, but it was a ride to say the least. But that was a game to show off Tom Brady again.
The Falcons, to me, they played a whole lot better than they did against the Buccaneers. I thought at the first, I think they gave the Buccaneers a scare for just a little bit, and then those two interceptions, they just pretty much did it for the Falcons. So I mean, what's the new head coach name? What's his name?
Arthur Smith.
Yeah, I think he actually did a whole lot better for game plan in that game. So I mean,
he did, because you see him going back.
He actually played his first round number 4th overall pick tight end. He actually played him this game.
You better. But real quick, my second thing is that also, crazy as it sounds, Kyler Murray is good right now, bro. Like, he's going to be. Kyler Murray is about. I don't know. I'm scared.
I want to get Kyler Murray so badly in my fantasy.
They forgot that he was the number 1 draft pick a couple of years ago. So.
And he's showing out right now. He's doing Russell Wilson things right now. So I just hate the fact that he's in the same division as the Niners. Like, you just made another Russell Wilson, because he's throwing four touchdowns, and Russell Wilson is still. That's my third one. My third one is that. My third one, it would be like the best. I feel like the best quarterback wide receiver duo right now in the football league is Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, Tyler Lockett's been.
They are every game. They just been Batman and Robin. You cannot stop them. He's pulling out a 90-yard touchdown from somewhere. So what that means for DK Metcalf, I don't know, but him and Tyler Lockett, they always
looking crazy. Like so. I'm looking crazy selecting him in my fantasy, bro. It's looking crazy right now, man.
Because that bread and butter is Tyler Lockett, man. Like they always been, before DK Metcalf came in. Like it was always, I'm always catching some highlights, and it's always Russell Wilson, Tyler Lockett. So they just been together like this ain't nothing. And like they just showing off this year. So those are my main big 3 things for NFL for sure.
No doubt. I guess my big thing that I took away is, hey, the Ravens bike. Ravens might be back, man. Even with the injuries, man, and just
that was a really good game.
Yes, I'm just about to say, man, that game was fire. That game was.
That was an NFL street football game.
That game was straight
with
fire.
Throws and players doing impossible things. That whole game was like, damn, this is pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that's why. And another thing, y'all. Who saw the Raiders being 2-0 right now, man? I was just messing around when I was going to ride with the Raiders when they beat the Steelers, but now it's like, okay,
win, baby, just win.
The Raiders might be on to something out here.
Al Davis saw it, man. That's the only I saw.
Hey, that's good though. That's something that Kansas City need to be afraid of. That's good to know.
Yeah, I was about to say the AFC West is looking, a whole lot more thing, man. And the thing is though, bro, if KC don't go to the Super Bowl this year, man, like I said, they need to find a defensive coordinator, man. That defense is looking. I mean, we know Lamar Jackson, and they pretty much ran option down their throat most of the game, but still, man, this is like y'all's 5th time playing them, since Lamar's been in the league, man. Y'all should know what this young man's bringing in, man. But y'all act like y'all never defended a triple option before and throughout that entire game. So it's like if the Ravens, like I said, if KC does not make it this year, their defense is going to be the reason, man. The defense absolutely is going to let them down if they don't figure out a way to actually, play defense.
Bro, their run defense is looking funny in the light. Even
Very funny,
it's
T.
not it's looking funny in the light and in the dark because the boys look like ooh lord.
But
The
they
boys
never
horrible,
never had a good run defense anyway. Like it was
looking
bad.
real
When they
suspect
won
now
the Super
and all.
Bowl, they had a bad it was real suspect now. When they won the Super Bowl, they had a bad run defense, but it just got worse now.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like dang, y'all Negroes really regressing.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. But I'm enjoying it. I'm liking what's going on, man. Week 3 can show up, it could be something different. I went NFC this week, maybe next week AFC gonna show off a little bit next. So we'll see.
That's right. Go Jags, baby.
And
Shoot. Hey, what do you think about your boy Urban Meyer putting out the apology message 2 games in, T?
He really rethinking it, bro. Every time bro, just if y'all ever get to see a highlight of a Jags game, look at Urban Meyer's face every time they put the camera on the man. The boy looking like he about to have a stroke. Boy looking real sad out here, like somebody done stole his dog and his monkey. Bruh, boy looking real sad. He was looking real sad in the doggone preseason games, bruh. He looking real sad like, bruh, I should have thought about it. I should have stayed behind the table and just been a commentator like everybody else doing right now.
I mean, I thought he was done with the with head coach anyway because his health. Like, didn't he fall out at Ohio State and they had to carry him and stuff?
yeah, after that, coach.
Hey,
I'm not gonna say anything.
Boy looking rough in the light right now. And he is not looking happy on that sideline. So that's all I got to say, dog.
Ronaldo,
it's a longer season, so they can do what they want.
Ronaldo, this is the same guy who faked a heart attack to get out of the Florida job, bro. He might have faked that entire that episode of Ohio State. He might have done all of that just say, you know what?
It's the big one. It's the big one. I feel it coming.
Yes, it's Elizabeth. I'm coming, Elizabeth.
I'm coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming for you. Don't let them do that on that. Don't let them do that Sunday, man. Don't let them do that Sunday.
But you, Ronaldo, you had your interest this weekend. Then you kind of went up to Philly.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
Where's Ronaldo?
New segment debut, guys.
Boom,
Hey, for sure. Well, in case you guys don't know, well, my fellow listeners, if you can see, once you start looking at my Instagram, my social media page, you see me all over the place with my games because I really rep for my 49ers. So please believe you'll probably see me out there at the game. If I'm not repping at the game, I'm somewhere close by repping for the game. So this weekend, I had opportunity to go to Philly, then go to the game, went to the Philly area just to go, hang out with see a lot of my 49ers had a takeover going on. So they had an official tailgate at the Lincoln Financial Stadium. So, we had a little area locked off to ourselves. We had some fun, some drinks, some S talk, some sports talk, what we're going, how these boys doing, how the 49ers are going. And then what we decided to do, me and my girlfriend, we decided to go ahead and go to the casino that's right next to it. So for what we did first day, we just walked around to the stadium, took some good pictures. And along the way, give you guys an introduction to how the Philly fans are. And the Philly fans are a whole different type of thing. You always hear stories how the Philly fans are because of their little rivalry with the Cowboys and how ape shit they go when they won the championship and when they, go off into the streets and throwing snowballs and doing the Christmas games, that hard snowballs at the football players, like they were doing the most. So I got a little taste of how the fans were going, walking up to the stadium. I had my Trey Lance jersey on, and I'm hearing everything from "oh fuck you" or "yeah, this ain't no place, it's Philly," And then they do the Eagles chant. Had a couple people moon me, you know, they pull their pants down and literally show their ass. And the whole time I'm like laughing at them, like, y'all, okay, cool, that's what's up. I love that. I love that energy. I want that same energy when we done, when we win. And they were like, you know, whatever, you ain't gonna get none of this. You ain't gonna get no win. And then one guy gave me a shove as he was going into the game. I'm like, whoa, okay, that's what's up, man. Y'all got the energy out here for real. And you know, you're hearing all the talk. I'm going back and forth to myself. It was me and my girlfriend. My girlfriend's a Saints fan, but we were just representing our own. We was on our own, just going through that fire, as we call it. And so going into the casino, seeing all the Philly fans in there too, you know, then me and the old lady put in a bet to get, you know, my boys to win, you know, get that extra little ends in. And we all caught the game, and throughout the game, I turned myself up because I would say this about the game. The game wasn't as crazy as it could have been. Offense was really sputtering, but it was still showing out. And we got that dub. When we get that dub, it doesn't matter. After that dub happened, it was a beautiful thing because I had to walk all the way back to my 49ers tailgate through that same little path where all the Philly fans is at, talking all that ish. Guess what? Quiet. Wasn't saying nothing. But I was talking all that ish. I was like, what's up, everybody? How you doing? How about that dub? How about that win? Niners. I was going on everybody. Everybody was walking with their heads held down, crying shame. They're like, yeah, whatever, man, whatever. Like, oh, I ain't talking none of that. I was trying to find the people that mooned me. Like, they probably went to jail. But, you know, I'm just trying to catch everybody that was giving me the heat so I can give it back to them. I'm like, hey, I love that. How you like them apples? So, say all that just to say, Philly fans, y'all are fun. I see y'all bring your talk. Cool beans, just know that I'm gonna still bring my talk. I don't care where y'all at. I don't care where I'm at. If it's a game, I'm gonna represent my team to the fullest. So expect me to be at the opposition games doing the same thing as I do if I want to go to Santa Clara. So that's just how it is. We'll see it. We'll see the next. We'll see how the fans act when I go down to Duval, Mr. Rivers. See them boys when they play Jacksonville.
Oh, don't come down there with that bullshit. Don't come down there with that bullshit, bro. Don't talk your ass in bro. You're gonna be floating down at St. John's, bro.
Damn.
Be cool, bro. Be cool.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm always gonna bring the love with them boys anyway. But hey, if they want to turn up, I'm letting them do their thing. Give all the heat. Bring that same energy after the game over with. That's all I'm saying.
Let me ask you this before we go to the next, I guess, to the next topic. Overall, how'd you think about the city of Philly? Was that like your first time going there, or?
Yeah, it was the first time going to Philly. So after the game, right, we went to explore Philly. I went to go, you know, of course, I was gonna put it in the Philly fans really hard. Like, hey, look, I'm going to Rocky statue with my Niners jersey. I'm going to the Love statue with my Niners jersey. I'm going to the part that the Boys and Men shot their cover at with my Niners jersey on. I was gonna do everything in Philly. Like I was gonna go to the scene where they shot the movie Philadelphia with Denzel Washington and Tom Hanks. I was gonna do a scene from that with my jersey on.
He's gonna put the jersey on the Liberty Bell.
I was gonna put the jersey on the Liberty Bell. I was gonna run up the steps, the Rocky steps, and doing the eye of the tiger. I was gonna do everything, but I did enjoy Philly for real though because it was a really cool city just to be in. Like it's definitely different from being down south.
Oh, I bet.
And just everything is like a lot closed in for real. Like everything's just for whatever reason they just like being close together. So everything was just compact and
it's kind of like
in
Chicago
between everything.
Almost.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. And I mean, but like I say, the architecture in the city of Philadelphia, beautiful. Like it's just beautiful. But you know, and then they got a nice little sustaining area for their teams, man. They got the Phillies, the baseball stadium right next to Lincoln Financial.
Like care about
and
the
of course, I was saying that to him too.
Yeah.
I was like, I might as well go across the street because y'all ain't got nothing going on.
Bryce Harper can
Exactly.
kick rocks.
Exactly. All right, Philly fans, I need to get together for real.
Yeah.
Like, I need to get them that baseball field together. Like, what's up with them? And of course, going by the Sixers Stadium or all that, trying to see where where my guy at. See where everybody's going, and see where the folks at, where Joel Embiid at, and see if Ben Simmons is hiding around there somewhere. So you know what I'm saying. So it was cool, but it was a cool, unique experience. Good too. And I always like to do that when I go into cities that when we play. So I'm gonna do that when I go to Jacksonville. I'm definitely do that when I go to Tennessee, and I'm gonna have some fun with it. And so you're gonna have some more segments coming soon. I'm gonna show y'all you guys how it was when I go to the other city.
Stay tuned, you guys.
Where's Ronaldo?
Yeah. Our next topic is who's gonna get this dub this week in the NFL, our week 3 NFL games. Basically, we just did pick our own games. The game I chose was the Eagles versus the Cowboys. It's the Monday Night Football game. The Cowboys, you already know I always say this, the Cowboys, they not them boys, but they gonna beat Philly. They gonna beat Philly, pretty much.
Yeah.
So.
I will say this though. I will say this as much ish talk that I talked about Philly's front seven still good. Fletcher
Cox is that dude, man.
Fletcher Cox is still a beast.
So underrated, guys.
Yes,
so
Fletcher Cox is still a beast. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, he still got it, and they that never changed. Even though they coaching and stuff changed, that never changed. So they front is still a beast to mess with. So
even I will say, man, I'm a little bit concerned now that Brandon Graham's been hurt though. That's the thing. I really saw that he was hurt.
Yeah.
We should see how what they're gonna do to pick up, how they're gonna pick up from the end spot.
And hopefully they could do. I see how Jalen Hurts is doing. Of course he had some highlights too against us. You know what I'm saying? Like when him and Smith, is Devontae Smith. When them boys, once they start getting connected, once they start getting that flow in, it could be a problem too. So
I agree on that.
Just be on the lookout for that. But I can see where you're going with your pick, be for sure with the Cowboys. But again, where's Zeke? Where's Zeke?
I want to know too. I want to know too. For my fantasy league, man, I want to know too.
What's up, man? What's going on? Where you at, Zeke? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
I guess I go next with my pick. I did the I'm shout out to Tariq, man. I did the Jags and the Cards, man. I don't know about them Cards. I mean, them Jags beating the Cards though, because we just got to talk about how Kyler Murray is on some Super Saiyan right now. And Chandler Jones ain't no whoop. You know what I'm saying? He's in that same boat too. And you got old ass JJ Watt on the other end, but still, you got legit little front too. And then you got AJ Green showing off. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. So I got them out. As much as I want the Cards to lose, that'd be nice for the division. But I don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen. Jags. Unless they're gonna show something different. I don't know. Unless they're waiting for this game to show. I don't know.
I mean, what I say about Jacksonville, I think y'all should do. I think they should tank and try to get that defensive end from Oregon, Kevon Thibodeau. Or I would think. I mean,
they need defensive help too.
They need defensive help.
They need major defensive help.
We ain't got the tank. Bro. It's just gonna be how the season gonna go, bro.
This is true. Unfortunately,
it ain't got to be we gonna lose this game because we trying to get no. It's just how the season gonna go, bruh. It ain't no tanking about it, bruh. No tanking about it. But my pick, I got the good old Seahawks versus the Vikings. And I'm gonna go with good old Russell and them to run it up again. Hey man, if y'all got that young man at receiver on y'all team, please start him. Please start that young man. because the man is catching, bruh. I don't know if he caught a reception under 50 yards. The boy's just
You talking about
running,
Tyler Lockett, right? Yeah.
bruh. The boy, bruh, he is just running and all Russell Wilson does is rear back and launch that thing in the air, and then
That's been the consistent highlight, bro. That's been the consistent highlight. Every week it's the same thing.
It comes down in his arms, and he's still running, and he scores
goes
a touchdown.
off.
He don't get
always
tackled. He don't get nothing. So
every time you see that little break into the game, there's always Russell throwing that ball to Tyler Lockett. Like, God damn, down the middle too. Like, oh, okay.
Just throw it to Tyler Lockett, man. Just throw it to Tyler Lockett, and you get a touchdown. It don't matter where you if you own your 20 or if you own the or if you own the opposing side 20. Throw it to Tyler Lockett, throw it up in the air, and let it come down like a rainbow, and it's a touchdown. It's crazy, man. It's real crazy in the first two games how he was throwing the young Tyler. But yeah, I got the Seahawks, man. Vikings ain't ready.
That's simple. That's simple, man. And the game that I chose the Saints at the Patriots because I want to see, man, if I'm actually going to have the Stones actually pick the Saints in the game.
Mac Jones?
But for me, it's hell no. Like I said, the legend of Mac Jones is still going to continue after next week, man. Like I said, give me the Patriots over the Saints.
All right, I like that choice, man.
Yes, this number is 555555.
Yes. All right. Next up, my favorite part of the episode, the pinhead of the week, and I'm just gonna say some quotes by this guy. He's the styling, profiling, limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling and dealing, son of a gun.
Yeah, sounds like Bill Clinton. Shout out, Prez.
Oh nah, anyway. not Bill.
Oh, not Bill.
Not Bill Clinton, or not Bill Cosby either. We talking about Rick. We talking about Ric Flair.
I spent more money on spilt liquor.
Woo!
You
this man.
Hey,
guys, we really hate and listeners. Y'all know how much we love wrestling and how much we grew up fans of this, man. This really pains us to actually put this there, but a little bit of background of what's going on in this, man. There was recently an episode of Dark Side of the Ring.
That boy did that. That boy did that helicopter on the plane. Go ahead, Reggie. My bad.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, there's recently an episode of Dark Side of the Ring called "The Plane Ride from Hell." It's basically describing they're actually overseas doing a tour of Europe based on the insurrection, based on the insurrection tour. They're just going all over Europe playing shows. So they were leaving England, coming back to the States.
They were playing all right. But anyway, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
It was just again when you have unlimited alcohol and a bunch of man children all mixed together in the same in the same place, the results are going to be very combustible. And it's exactly what happened. And the thing is,
sexual salty.
You might get a little rapey. The shit might be going out too. Should be going. Stuff that really shouldn't be. Stuff you really should not be doing under any circumstances. But the thing is, the plane ride from hell has actually been known for a while. This is a story that's actually been known for a while. But it's been getting new light because of this new episode of Dark Side of the Ring. And I think this is the first time that that Ric Flair's accuser actually said something on camera. So like I said, so they got one of the flight attendants, Heidi Dole. She was, on the flight, again, just doing her job. And yeah, you gotta have a bunch of drunk.
What's she
shit. I hope so. What he doing?
She was serving them drinks.
Man.
Serving them drinks.
Again, like I said, just to not get into it, y'all can read into it, man. Like what you said, man. Ric Flair was doing his
that helicopter.
Ric Flair was doing something that
he was doing the helicopter. He said he was doing it.
And he said he was doing it, but he denied the part where he cornered her, you know, in the galley and forced her to, you know, to touch him or whatnot, though. But as bad as that is, people, one of the worst things about this is he actually, against the advice of his lawyers and his family and his publicist, he actually got on Twitter to issue a statement. And I actually made sure that I actually, you know, caught this, at least, you know, caught the statement, because I wanted to do it before, or at least to make sure that it didn't get taken down by somebody who actually had sense around his camp. So I also actually saved exactly what he said in the tweet. So I want to actually see that he's actually, you know, still. As of September 22nd.
What he said
at 11:01 p.m. This tweet is actually still up. But here's what the tweet said. He says, "Every person that I've worked with has said not to post a response." So again, everybody around him saying don't post a response to this, because he is currently there's civil action against him because of what he did.
That helicopter 20 years ago on the plane. Woo!
But I've never run from past behaviors before, and I'm not going to start now. And I want to clarify a few things. About 4 years ago, I gave ESPN full access to my life for a 30 for 30 special. They covered taxes, financial issues, adultery, divorces, the passing of my child, and drinking partying at length. Rory Kampf, desperate to matter for another 15 minutes, did an interview about it this morning. When Rory's lips are moving, he's typically lying, but one part of what he said was God's honest truth. I've never heard that he had forced someone to touch his, again, this is what it said in the tweet, his genitals.
Read it.
Everything with Rick that was construed as negative, I tried to address it at 30 for 30. His drinking, his philandering, his adultery, his money problem, there's quite a bit, but never, at least to the people that I spoke to, no one ever brought up that he would force himself on somebody. So I'm just going to skip to the last part of this tweet. So, you know, in interest of time, my issues have been well documented over my 40+ year career. The impact of drinking too much, which nearly killed me 5 years ago, has been told time and time again. The reason Rory or anyone else for that matter never heard stories of me forcing myself on anyone is simple. It never happened. And that's pretty much the quote that he has in his Twitter. Again, it's still up. But,
it's the big show. No, I'm just kidding.
But again, his people told him don't put a damn, you know, statement out. Just be quiet and let your lawyers do the thing.
Oh no, he was doing the thing 20 years ago. The helicopter.
This is what happens when you have a professional wrestler, you know what I'm saying, telling him to be quiet. You can't tell a professional wrestler to mute himself.
You can't tell Ric Flair to be quiet, man. Woo!
Yeah, and then especially Ric Flair, the man of Ric Flair caliber, always got to talk. So, you know, he's going to say something.
I mean, if the wrinkles don't say enough, man, good Lord. Bro, he should have been done. Just like when we was younger and they had the old chicks coming out there wrestling, man. Bro, they should have been done. It was just funny to see them get they butts whipped by the young chicks. But bro, Ric Flair, bro, bro, it's sometimes where you gotta listen to the people around you, man. You got to listen.
You really do.
Listen, man. You didn't have to say anything else. After
he did listen. He's just not acknowledging them. That's all. He didn't listen.
But bro, after that episode, and he said that he did do the helicopter, but didn't After the girl
That is so
touch
damn
him.
funny.
It's gonna always be in my head now, bro.
So you
Exactly.
didn't do
That,
other
like I
stuff,
said,
dog.
that's some shit we
I'm
really
not
don't
saying you
need
forced
in our
nobody
lives.
to touch you. I'm not saying he forced anybody to touch him, but he did some other stuff. If you saying you did the helicopter and you out there after the fight with another clean robe on and you ain't got nothing under your robe, but you going up to Shawty saying, hey, and you slinging your thing all around. Man, come on now.
Yeah,
Come
man, that's lifestyle of the richest
You done
famous
did
for real.
something. You done did
Yeah, like I said,
something,
the
dog.
allegation. Yeah, like I said, man, again, like I said, the story's been out, but of course, a lot of things happened since 2002. One of them is the Me Too movement, and you act like again that
Me
stuff
too.
like this just ain't going to come out and ain't going to
I
bite
need
you. And bite you.
I'm about to say,
I
how
need to get on in this.
is he
Me
going to
Too
get
movement.
unscathed? That's the crazy part. Like, how is he going to be out? How is he going to get out of this unscathed at all?
He ain't getting out of it.
They
He ain't getting out of it. He
WWE
admitted he did it. He
the
admitted he was
WWE has
wanging his
already removed.
thing on the plane, bro.
The
That's
WWE has already removed his image and likeness from their Raw opening. That's one.
Bruh.
The Car Shield is in the process of taking all of his commercials down. I don't think they've gotten either one because I actually saw the Car Shield commercial with them on Raw, ironically, this past Monday. But I think they're supposed to be in the process of taking those down.
I've been seeing the Car Shield commercial.
I know, but they're supposed to be taking them down. That's what I'm saying. They're supposed to be taking them down, though. So
yeah,
Car
but
Shield's,
I've been seeing it, though. It's like way before this came out. I've been seeing his wrinkly ass on the Car Shield commercial, bruh. He didn't. Yeah, he didn't effed up, bruh. It's real bad out here in these streets.
It's gonna be kind of weird with Charlotte Flair moving forward too, right? Because she had a theme song. She's going by the name, period. You know what I'm saying? So
it's gonna be rough, but she gotta make her own way, man. But hey, just tell all he gotta do is talk to his son-in-law. Hey, talk to his son-in-law and get him a place in Mexico so he can hide out, man. That's all he need.
Well, there you go.
That's all he need, man. That's all he need.
But the bad thing is, man, the fact that we still because as we talked about in the previous episode, Ric Flair was actually let go by the WWE. Like,
I was gonna bring that up. Like,
the
timing is impeccable right now.
It makes you think. It makes you think.
Ever since he left the WWE, this popped up right after that. So like, okay.
They knew.
Okay.
He knew. They knew.
But they knew it back then, though. That's the thing. If y'all watch the episode, JR said that Ric Flair basically skated because he was a legend.
Yeah.
Because don't forget,
and JR would tell you what it is.
Yep. Kurt Hennig got fired after that, and Kurt Hennig didn't sexually assault. At least there are no allegations of him sexually assaulting anybody. He just got in a fight with Brock Lesnar.
He put his hands on Brock Lesnar. That's why he got fired.
Exactly. He got fired. Scott Hall got fired shortly afterwards.
Look, man, here's something I would also say, man. WWE was also responsible for Val Venis. That's all I'm saying.
Ah, yes.
Of course.
Hello, ladies.
No Mr. Me Too will be right on him today.
Bruh.
That's all I'm saying.
Bruh. He was out there with the towel, grinding in the air in front of millions.
He got as far as you can from letting it be a porno. He went to the furthest line that he could reach.
Bruh.
Without it being a straight porno. And
then he got the thing chopped off. Hey man, that was classic, bro. That was classic, bro. You had the little guys coming and cut the thing off of another guy. That's hilarious, bro.
Hey, man,
hilarious.
It was the wild west.
Yes, it was.
That was
good times, man. Good times.
Hey,
good times.
y'all wasn't there to experience it. I don't know. I can't tell y'all, bro.
Early attitude era was on some other stuff, y'all.
Very sleepy on Tuesday mornings when I was going to school, for sure.
But I was happy though, at the same time. I was happy at the same time.
You and everybody else.
I went to school so excited to talk about that episode. Like, what? Did you see this?
As long as they had a bikini contest that Monday night, I was good to go, man. Good to go.
And that was another thing WWE pushed to the boundaries. But hey,
Yeah.
Bro, that was
before the wrestling, like the women's division was actually like a wrestling division.
Real wrestling division.
It was nothing but just bra and panty matches. That's all it was. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
But I will say this,
everybody
though,
had to be in the bra and panties match. Like, what? Okay.
Everybody.
But I will say this, though, man.
Division every night.
We also need to give, if we could do like co-pit heads, Tommy Dreamer would actually get the co-pit head of the week, because he's basically saying, he's doing the entire victim shaming thing. He's doing the typical, somebody could get offended by anything. Like I said, that he completely has some, tone deaf and completely just terrible takes on everything that happened, and because of it, he's now been suspended from Impact Wrestling, and he pretty much, like I said, he pretty much is getting, canceled because of everything, though. But his case, he deserves it, man. Because like I said, he really came off like a jackass in that episode. So
Hey, man,
it is, though.
That's on him, dog.
It is, like I said, but he deserves it. He absolutely deserves it, man. I mean, that's, like I said, that's your dumb ass for thinking.
I don't even know who the guy is, but I don't even know who the guy is, but just from, bro, it's not the time to be shaming nothing right now. The shaming nothing that's extracurricular, it's not the time, because you're gonna get canceled and you're gonna be on the outside looking in of whatever you're trying to get into. Just like Everest. Whatever you're trying to get in, brother.
Just like Everest.
Shout out to Everest University. What's happening?
But again, man, we talk about, how these guys, they constantly live their gimmicks, man. They don't know how to turn it off, man. It's somebody like Flair, who pretty much his entire adult life has been living this Nature Boy gimmick. Like I said, you can't tell where Ric Flair and where Ric Flair, begins or where the Nature Boy ends, man. It's the same character, and unfortunately, it never ends well. It's a tragic situation, man. Just to see these guys, just
tragic.
They can't let go of the things that made them, such big. It's almost like a punch drunk boxer who just can't let it go, even though it's beyond their time, and it's not there. Yeah. It's just not there for them anymore, and they can't live with the fact that that they cannot be there. They cannot be that in-ring persona for the rest of their lives. Like I said, that they don't retire. They don't retire, and unfortunately, it just leads to these. We see these things about these guys dying way before their time, or the substance abuse problems and the sexual assault allegations, man. It's not a good situation, man. Like I said, just ultimately, again, like I said, we're not trying to take sides. We're not trying to give an excuse for it. We just paint it for what it is. It's tragic situations that unfortunately had just swept up more people than it should have. Anybody who did wrong needs to be held accountable. But like I said, man, it's just not a good look. It's just never good. It just no good is coming with this at all.
The Ric Flair helicopter is not a good look on any account, my good sir.
At all. No, we did not need that in our lives.
No, because when you said that, I was like, huh? What? Say what? Oh, Lord. Ric Flair out there showing his thing to the peoples? To the people that's giving out the drinks? God dang, Ric Flair. But he said he was in a dark period in his life. I'm pretty sure there was a few dark periods, man. Especially after you got older and couldn't wrestle in the ring no more. Just trying to make money, and then trying to get, got your daughter in there, and she became a big star. So yeah, I understand, man. But bro, you can't be out here just out here wanging it, man. And that's literal right there, wanging it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Man, y'all agree.
Dude, I'm out here can't wang with it, bro. Can't wang with it.
Yes. Man.
Woo.
And on that note, man, y'all got in the closing shout outs.
Hey, I got a closing shout out to young, how you pronounce it? Kia, however you pronounce it, man. You know, my neck and my back for sure, cause I'm all. Anyway, yeah, man. Shout out to her. Shout out to you, B. Willingham. Keep this thing rolling, baby. We got some new ideas. Listeners, fans, however you want to be called. We all first rounders in this thing. We got some good stuff coming for sure in these next few episodes, man. It's gonna be woo-wee. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire these next few episodes. So y'all just keep listening. Thank y'all for listening. And shout out to my parents. They're doing good. Hope everybody's parents on the podcast doing good. Being healthy, and your families being healthy, man. And the listeners, y'all be healthy, man. Tell your families to get the vaccine, man, because you can fight it off, man. I just had a deacon at my church. Shout out to his family. I just had a deacon at my church. He was a sheriff in our county in Muskogee out there in Coles, baby, Columbus, Georgia. What's happening? He was out there, and he was out there for 19 years, but he just passed away from COVID-19, man. So, man, shout out to his family. Shout out to my church family, 4th Street Missionary Baptist Church in Columbus, Georgia, man. He was a deacon there, and he was a great man in the community, man. So just shout out to everybody he touched, and shout out to his family for real. That's it.
Hey, bro. Got you, man. Thanks for letting us know that, Tree. Thanks for letting us know, man. But I'd like to give a shout out to, of course, the founder of the pod, Brandon Willingham, and the rest of my esteemed co-host. I'd also like to give a shout out to Andre. I'd like to give a shout out to Andre Johnson, Anquan Bolden, DeMarcus Ware, Devin Hester, Steve Smith for making the initial cuts for the Hall of Fame nominations.
Don't forget Steve Smith Sr.
Yeah, it was Steve Smith. Yeah, it was Devin Hester, Steve Smith. Yeah, that's their first time all on the ballot. Shout out to them. There's like 122 nominations. So I can shout all of y'all out, man. But when the finalists are announced, man, we can definitely talk about it further, man. But I will say one thing though: get Reggie Wayne and Torrey Holt into the Hall of Fame this time, man. This is their second time on the ballot, man. They should have been in the Hall of Fame. So get Reggie Wayne and Torrey Holt on the ballot this time, man.
It's a shame that they're not there yet.
That's what I'm saying, Ronaldo. That's exactly what I'm saying.
It's a crime shame. It really is. Because those boys right there just evolutionized the game, really. But hey, hopefully get them boys in there soon. So here go my shout outs to everybody, man. Shout outs to all the listeners, the first rounders. Thank y'all for coming in, joining in now. Please go back to our early episodes and see the beginning stages of us. Definitely continue to listen to us as we move forward. I can't wait to see these ideas come out. We've really got a great group of people that's behind this. It's going to make this really big. So I'm very excited to be part of something like this. So definitely shout out to you guys for show. Reggie, Tariq, E. Willingham for show. Let's make this happen for real, man. I can't wait to see the big things popping from moving forward, man.
Roger that.
Really can't.
Yeah, man.
Can't wait.
It's very exciting time. Listeners,
can't wait, man.
There's very exciting times coming up, sooner rather than later.
Yes, indeed.
Later with the first rounders, man.
So my only big thing for you listeners, man, is to interact. You're part of the group in Facebook. Holler at us. Put make some noise in the group. Ask some questions. Put some ideas in the air. This is your time to interact with us. So we want to make it better. So let's make it happen with y'all involvement, so we can have everybody in this thing. So I can't wait to see that happen. So
we here for the people.
And I guess my really big special shout out to Denzel Washington. He got this dope movie coming out called Trials of Macbeth. It was like a preview tour for Apple TV. It's coming out next year, but it looked fire. So I'm like, all right, let's go. It's all black and white, and it's just.
I think we might have lost Ronaldo. You still
Very
there, Ronaldo?
well. Yes, huh? Where's Ronaldo now?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, for real.
He's moving for sure.
Yes, he is.
He is moving for sure.
Yeah, it looks like Ronaldo, he having a little technical difficulty. I just going to do my shout outs. Want to give a shout out to my homegirl Tamiria for making the some first rounders merchandise.
Yeah.
Yes, got the shirt right here. So
Oh,
got
dirty
the shirt.
bum.
Yep,
Dirty bum.
and got the mug to go with it. Then I got
The
a
young mug.
mask too. So
You have to take a picture and put it on the Instagram and the Instagram.
Oh
Facebook.
yes. They got some already on there, so but I'm gonna keep posting more on there. So.
Oh yeah, man. We like I said, man.
Just
Exciting
wait.
things. Exciting
Yes,
things,
indeed.
guys. Spread the words, man. There's some merch coming soon.
Yep.
I thought we was playing, huh? I thought we was playing. We got a lot of stuff.
And y'all, and also make sure y'all follow her page on Instagram. It's called Made Custom by Town. So it's like MADE.
Downtown.
It's MADECUSTOMBYTAM on Instagram. And also make sure y'all subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We got SoundCloud, all three of them. And coming soon, we got trying to do something on YouTube. So
We're gonna expand the other.
Yes.
We're gonna expand the other, podcast platforms too, man. Like I said, you catch us. You can catch us on Stitcher. You can catch us on the Google Podcast. Catch us on Audacity, Odyssey rather. So yeah, man, we're gonna be out here.
Oh yeah, and also we just created a Twitter page last night. And probably in the future, hopefully sometime in the future, I'm gonna try to get it on Snapchat too.
Yes.
I didn't even know people still use Snapchat.
Yeah.
But
They say she got that snapper. But anyway.
Oh damn. Yeah. Well.
All right, Ric Flair.
All right, Ric
All
Flair.
right, thanks, man.
All right, Ric Flair.
Helicopter's coming soon. Good
And
sir.
on that note, hope y'all enjoyed this show, and we definitely.
But before we go, man, we also need to clue the listeners in because we got something special coming up for the next two episodes.
I forgot all about that. We got the episode 23 coming up for MJ, for Michael Jordan, episode 24 coming up too for Kobe. So be on the lookout for that.
I'm completely, man. I don't know which one I want better.
I have my.
I don't know which one I want to be.
I'm having mine.
I'm gonna be. It's gonna be Kobe or it's gonna be Jordan.
I'm having my UNC jersey on.
Of course,
UNC joint jersey. So
So we're gonna. Especially with NBA training camps coming up too. Or at least NBA training camps just beginning, man. We're gonna. In fact, y'all, we're actually going to make the episodes separate. We're still going to get the regular episodes dealing with the sports world, but we're going to just have episodes 23 and 24 dedicated to some of the greatest who've ever donned a jersey. So be on the lookout for the regular shows for our regular shows, but just for episode 23 and 24, we're dedicating them well, not the memory of Mike, man. Mike's still alive, man, but definitely the memory of Kobe Bryant. For Mike,
the
Mike,
memory.
man, we'll definitely definitely share our favorite Mike moments.
Some memories that we're gonna bring up. Well,
no, you not.
we just need to listen to it, man. If y'all don't, it's all memories, man. It's things that happened. It's just things that happened. Dog. That's all we saying. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, the rest of these guys ain't with me on it, but hey, man, it happened. It happened, and it was a good thing for comedy. That's all. I just got comedy coming. I really just got comedy.
Yeah, we want the comedy.
Kobe.
Oh damn.
Hello.
Yeah.
On that note, we're gonna be rotating a new host.
Yeah. Before we get into any more trouble, I hope y'all enjoyed this show, and we definitely will holler at y'all later. Peace.
Y'all be easy, people.
Yo.
Adios, amigos.
Meditate, sell the things that I cannot change. Like I never sell my ass or my soul for fame. I'm so player, pimp tight, real kosher. I'm debonair. Don't need no deal or exposure for